Hey everybody, welcome back to my favorite places in video games. Today we're playing Spongebob Battle for Bikini Bottom. I played the fuck out of this game growing up. I think it was one of the first games I ever played alongside like Kirby Air Ride. But yeah, I just have a lot of memories with this game. And on top of that, I was a huge SpongeBob fan. I really loved the show, and I drove my parents crazy by wanting to watch it all the time and throwing a fit if it wasn't on. One of the first spots that I want to talk about is like in these caves and jellyfish fields in the first level. It's pretty violent. Like these spikes are fucking crazy, dude. Like this is pretty violent for a kid's game. I remember after finishing watching SpongeBob one time, I came to this level and was playing as Patrick, and in the episode Patrick did something like that pissed me off. So I repeatedly like kept killing Patrick. I kept just running into spikes and taking away his health. I don't know what was wrong with me as a kid, dude. Something was obviously wrong with me. But that's why I wanted to do this as the first area, is just because of that memory. That memory is pretty funny to me. And the spot that I actually did it at is right up ahead. It was right up here. I was pissed, and I kept doing this. This is what I just kept doing. I would run into every fucking obstacle every time, and I remember one of my siblings came into the room and they were like, why the fuck is he doing that? Does he not know how to play the level? And my mom just goes, no, he was watching SpongeBob and he got mad at Patrick. And I remember the episode as the comedy episode, and I think it was the comedy episode. Patrick did something. He threw a tomato at SpongeBob or some shit, some fucking stupid ass shit. And yeah, fuck this part right here that I'm walking past. By the way, this I don't know why I suck at this part. So the next spot is basically here. Um, I've spent hours just trying to fuck with this thing and trying to get as best a score as I can. No, if I angle this right, hold up. Yeah! The spot over here is also very memorable because I remember being a little kid and I was playing this and I was eating a fuck ton of these Go-Gurts. I was eating these SpongeBob Go-Gurts, and I was playing this game and going down these slides, and I ate way too many of them, and then I threw up, and yeah, I just remember that was like a core childhood memory of something I did. All right, so the next spot is in the museum in Rock Bottom. There's some goofy ass fucking paintings here. Like, look at SpongeBob here, bro. Like, look at this little goofball. This looks like concept art or some shit. I don't know what's up with that little helicopter thing, but it kind of freaks me out. I can't tell if it has white eyes or if it has eyes. And I don't know which one is freakier to me. That looks like concept art or for Sand Mountain, possibly, or something. I don't know. Maybe there's a backstory behind it. Who knows? But yeah, my favorite part about the museum is just coming here and looking at, like, just all the pictures and shit. They changed it up in the remaster and rehydrated. I really don't understand what relevance this has to SpongeBob. That's really weird. I never noticed that. Huh. Anyway. There's nothing really here other than that. I just really like looking at the paintings and shit. Okay, so the next spot is in Sandy's Tree Dome. I can't really think of anything to say for this spot in particular, other than this is kind of funny. Because you'll walk over to Sandy and SpongeBob will just be like, oh, hi, Sandy. Then also, if you come over here, Patrick's just looking in. He looks geeked, bruh. Oh my god. Okay, before I go to the next spot, I actually want to point out something that I think is really cool. And even though you probably won't be able to hear it, I still want to point it out. When you go next to whenever you go next to the taxi points, there's always like ambience that plays relevant to the place you're near. Like jellyfish fields, you'll hear, the jellyfish. And then at the city, you'll hear a bunch of people and fucking cars honking and shit. And then at Goo Lagoon, you'll hear. I actually don't know. What will you hear at Goo Lagoon? Bunch of people. Sounds like the beach, you know. But I just thought that was really cool. Okay, so the next spot is inside the Krusty Krab, and I honestly don't remember there being people in here. Maybe I'm just tweaking and misremembering stuff. There's a bunch of stuff up here you can break and fuck with, which I've always thought was pretty cool. I remember as a kid just coming in here and trying to imagine what it would be like actually being at the Krusty Krab, you know. I I don't know what she's doing. I've never seen. Yeah, I I I don't even know what to say about that. But yeah, I just remember being at my mom's and playing this game and chilling in the Krusty Krab, and yeah, reminds me of much simpler times. That's really why I created this series, was to kind of just reminisce, and also to create new memories. But yeah, I don't know what's up with this guy. He's kind of just chilling. Okay, so the next spot is in Sandy's Dream. Basically, the whole spot or the whole area. I've always thought it was kind of cool, and I've done this over and over again. I've played the fuck out of this, and I still fucking suck at it. But I just thought it was kind of crazy how like we're super high up. You can see the shit below. Whoa. Playing this made me feel like I was in the show, and that's why I loved it so much. I used to have my friends come over and we'd play this shit. We'd play this, a bunch of other stuff as well. Um, and yeah, it was always a good time. We'd crash out over this shit because this game is unbelievably hard sometimes, man. Okay, so before we go to this last spot, I gotta do a little glitch that I'm pretty sure everybody knows about already. Um, but this just makes it so, for the most part, the hand won't grab you if you go out of bounds. And yeah, it's pretty easy to do. You just go up to this and then spam A twice and get dragged off. Get dragged off by the hand. Spam A, and then it'll do this. I remember having to have my siblings help me play this game a lot, and even they would crash out over this shit, man. This game's fucking difficult sometimes. Reminds me of easier times. And as I said, that's kind of why I created this channel and created this series, is just to reminisce. Anyway, this is the spot. I'm crashing out because I keep misspeaking. But this is the spot. I discovered this as a kid, when I did this glitch, and yeah, these boats are basically invisible. And then, not only that, but you can do some crazy shit. If you walk on this, it won't affect you, nothing happens. But yeah, you can go all the way out here over to the houses, and they're really, really low quality. But I mean, you can understand why. Let's see if we can go to the city real quick. Yeah, you can. You can get pretty damn far. Let's see if it lets us go to jellyfish fields. I didn't actually know that it let you do that. That's fucking crazy. But yeah, this is the final spot. This is the season finale, so I'm going to take a little break until I find the next game that I want to make a video on. But thanks for everybody that's watched this and, interacted and all that. I appreciate it. The art of creation is amazing. That's why I do this. I love creating. I'll be making more of these videos soon anyways. This is only season 1. I'm sure I'm going to think of more games, and I'm sure I'm going to find more games that I want to do this shit on. So, yeah. But yeah, as I said, thanks for watching. Thanks for interacting. and thanks for just being there, watching these videos. They're fun to make. I don't know what I'm yapping about, but yeah. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Later. Peace.